NFL Week 10. We're looking at the early games, trying to find some prop picks. We're going game by game, starting with the Giants-Panthers. The only bets I like in this game are Chuba Hubbard, 65.5, Tracy, 72.5. Both teams suck against the rush, and both are struggling passing the ball right now. This Chuba Hubbard play might be my favorite play of the week, 65.5. He just signed a shiny new contract. What better way to celebrate than having a huge day? I might even be bold and go up to Chuba Hubbard 90 yards for plus 235, or even give him 100 for plus 330. I think either of those are a fine play. Tracy, I'll just stick at the 72. I think he'll be right around that number. It's not 100% he's going to get this, but Carolina sucks against the run. We're on the New England Chicago Bears. The only thing I like here is Odunze, 40 yards. He got 100 his last game. I don't know if you've seen the footage of DJ Moore walking off the field. All the body language, everything says he's disjointed with his quarterback. I think that makes Odunze more playable here. DeAndre Swift, I'm debating on 71.5. He was going well, but he had a bad game last week. The Bears defense doesn't scare me. 71.5. I wish it was a little bit lower. I might play this one. Ramondre Stevenson, his last three, he's got 16, 48, and 18. He's capable of it, but I mean, the arrow's pointing down. I don't want to. We got the Bills and the Colts. As I'm recording this, they don't have any receiving props up yet. That'll change. But the Bills have injury troubles at the wide receiver. Coleman, the rookie's out for sure. I haven't seen definitive on Amari Cooper yet, but it doesn't matter. The Colts suck against the run. 62.5 here for James Cook. Feels like a gift to me. I wish Ray Davis was on here too. I wonder what his number's at. If it's low, it's also playable. I also think Josh Allen, 24.5 is playable. With all the injuries in the receivers, he's going to be scrambling around. 24.5 seems very reasonable for him. Jonathan Taylor torched the Bills in 2021. I know it's not 2021. He's not the same player. 80.5. They might have to lean on him this game. I like the pick. I like the James Cook so much, I'd go into the alternate yards. We go up to 90, 265. Stick at 80 plus 190. Any of those I think are playable. You want to go wild, go wild. He could have a game. We got the Vikings Jaguars. It's Mac Jones. I wish there was an interception playable for him, but it's not. But what I am looking at here is passing TDs. And we're going with Sam Darnold, 1.5. He's hit this in all but 2 games this year, and the Jaguars don't scare me. Justin Jefferson's coming off back-to-back 100-yard games. 92 is such a big number, but it's playable. TJ Hawkinson here, 34.5. It's his second game back. He was in the 20s last game. I'm sure they're going to get him a little bit more playing time, a little bit more looks this week. He's in back in the lineup. He should hit the 34 number. Minnesota's good against the run. I'm not taking either of these running backs. Aaron Jones, 70.5. Indy held them in check last week. I'm going to fade Aaron Jones. We got the Broncos at the Chiefs. It feels like a big mismatch, but you can't underestimate the Broncos defense. They're not just going to get run over. Maybe they will last week. I mean, they lost by 20 or so. But as far as yards go, can't go as crazy as I'd like to. I'm taking the Travis Kelce, 59.5. And I think DeAndre Hopkins here, 49.5. I think they're going to build off what they did last week. I also like this Courtland Sutton, 48.5. He was the majority of the yards for the team last week. Nick seems to be relying on him. 48.5 is not a huge number to hit. I think we can look at the alternate yards for DeAndre Hopkins. Had a huge game last week. The emotion he showed off it too. If I'm Mahomes, I'm going to him, trying to build off of that. 60 yards is not a huge number for plus 142. 70 plus 215. 80 plus 300. Like I said, I respect the defense here. I'll just go 60 yards plus 142 and like it. Javonte Williams, 35.5. I like the back, but I heard they're going to start playing the other running back as well, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Kareem Hunt, 71.5. He's their running game. The Broncos got decent defense. I think this is a coin flip. I think he ends up right around here. It could be like 65, could be 72. I don't see him hitting 100. I don't see him hitting 90. I'm probably leaving this alone. You play it if you like. We got the Falcons at the Saints. An indoor game. I like Kirk Cousins here for 240. I think you can also give Cousins 2 touchdowns here for 122. Drake London's their big target, but who's leading the team in yards? It's Mooney. He seems to find a home here in Atlanta. He's connecting with Cousins. I'm taking this 56 and being happy with it. Kyle Pitts is playable, 41.5. He had 3 big games, I think, but last week was a dud with only like 11 yards or something horrible. You want to play the 41.5 on Kyle Pitts, it's playable. We got Kamara and Bijan here, 69.5, 73.5. I think both of those are playable, but what I am going to play is the rushing and receiving, 115 and 111. I don't mind that number for either of them. Kamara seems to be the team right now. 115 should be manageable. Bijan is one of the parlay busters for me this year, but 111, I'm taking them. We got 49ers, Tampa Bay. I was surprised by this Purdy number, 263. He hasn't hit that in his last 3, 4, 5 games, something like that. It's a big number. Tampa's given up some yards. I'm just going to leave it alone. Receiving props, I love this Kittle, 58.5. He had 128 last game. He's got at least 58 in his last 4. I think this is an easy play right here. Debu, to me, is one of the more skilled guys in the league, but he's up and down here with the actual yardage. 61.5 is very playable. We got Cade Otton. He seems to be the passing offense here for Tampa Bay. He's got 77, 81, and 100. 10 plus looks in his last 3 games. 58.5 does not scare me. He's back. Christian McCaffrey's back. 65.5 seems like a gift. Everybody's halfway through the season tired. He's going to come out fresh. This is the type of number that teases me. I could be yelling at the TV, why aren't you playing him more? Because they're just going to ease him into the game, give him like 10 looks or something like that. I hate it. I'm playing it. I hate it. I'm also going to take his rushing and receiving number, 93.5. White and Irving are both getting the looks here. 22.5 is a ridiculously low number. He only had 3 rushes last week, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Same with Irvin. For the Steelers Commanders, they've only got passing props out right now. Not loving either of them. So here's what we got for the early games. Chuba Hubbard over 65.5. Tyrone Tracy over 72.5. Chuba Hubbard 100 plus. James Cook 62. Josh Allen 24.5 rushing. Jonathan Taylor over 80.5 rushing. James Cook 90 plus. You can play the 80 plus. We got Sam Darnold over 1.5 TDs. Justin Jefferson over 92 yards. Hawkinson over 34 yards. Travis Kelce over 59. DeAndre Hopkins over 49. Cortland Sutton over 48.5. We can play DeAndre Hopkins 60 plus yards. Kirk Cousins over 240. Kirk Cousins 1.5 passing touchdowns. Darnell Mooney over 56.5. Kamara 115 rushing receiving. Bijan Robinson 111 rushing receiving. We got Kittle 58.5. Debu 61.5. Cade Otton 58.5. Christian McCaffrey 65.5. His rushing receiving was, I think, 93. And Odunze 40.5. All those are playable picks. Obviously, I'm not playing them on the same ticket. I'm going to do some thinking here and get a ticket going. All right, we're going a little wild here. I got Kittle over 58.5. Cade Otton over 58.5. Chuba Hubbard 100 yards. James Cook 90 yards. DeAndre Hopkins 60 yards. At $10 pays $1,229.65. It's a long shot, but I'm playing it. Tell me what I got right, what I got wrong. What are you betting on this weekend? Put it in the comments. If you like gambling content, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll be here with daily videos for you. Good luck, and may the odds always be in your favor.